Hey there, it's the One Boom, and welcome to an episode of I Need a Weapon. In this series, I take your guys' classes from the comment section below, and I use them and I review them on a scale of 1 to 10. Enjoy the video. So today's class comes to us from Black Scarecrow, and I'm going to pull it up on screen here. And here we have it, the Pharo. He wants us to use the Pharo with Suppressor, Fast Mags, and for perks Tier 1, Ghost, Tier 2, Fast Hands and Scavenger, and Tier 3, Blast Suppressor. And then he wanted us to use a Simtex, and he said if I have a point left over to use a Tactical. I went with EMP because nobody runs EMPs and they're surprisingly useful. First, let's go over the attachments. The Pharo works really well with Suppressor in my opinion. I know it nerfs the hell out of the range, but in my opinion, the Pharo is so inconsistent at range anyway, and if you're not going to run a foregrip and quick draw and long barrel and some sort of sight, you're not going to be turning it into any sort of pocket assault rifle build, so Suppressor and Fast Mags together works very well as an aggressive Pharo loadout. I'm sure there's attachments that could fit the gun better, but these don't really counter each other or counter the rest of the class. This class is resistive, stealthy, and aggressive. Has Scavenger so you can stay in the fight longer and replenish your tactical and lethal. You have Ghost and Blast Suppressor to keep you off the map, and of course Fast Hands to aim a little bit faster after sprinting. I have said this 100 times on this series, if you run Fast Hands, Scavenger, and 2 lethals and tacticals, you instantly get a small little applause from me because it is such an underrated setup. Being able to just keep pressure on your enemies with lethals and tacticals quickly and throughout your life with Scavenger and Fast Hands, I mean, it's really underrated, and if a class uses it, mad props to whoever made the class. So then, of course, Blast Suppressor and Ghost, which is always a win in my book. Also, 2 things to mention. He also wanted me to use Spectre's Ripper, and he also wanted me to use UAV, Power Core, and Counter UAV. If I had to mention a third thing, it would be that Black Scarecrow has a YouTube channel. It'll be linked down in the description below. Black Scarecrow, feel free to go in the comment section and promote yourself. You have a pretty good channel, and it's been growing up rather nicely. Also, there's a pretty decently sized hate video towards me on that channel, and I think you should all check it out. But I digress. This class works. There's nothing wrong with this class. Now, I will say, it doesn't shoot for the stars. Before I give you a rating, and I'll admit it's a good one, this class doesn't do anything extraordinary. I've yet to find a class that changes up the meta, changes the way the game is played, specifically to that class. So if you guys have any truly innovative classes that you think nobody's tried before, but you think are also very useful, leave them down in the comment section below. If you don't have any ideas like that, that's fine. Just go ahead and sit down at your game and put things together until it works. But overall, Black Scarecrow, your class gets a whopping 10 out of 10. There's nothing wrong with it. I felt like I was able to keep fire on my opponents, win gunfights. There was nothing to a detriment. Sure, I could have used quick draw. Sure, foregrip is fun on the Pharo. But there's nothing wrong with this current build. So if you guys choose to use this class, I recommend using it aggressively, getting in people's faces. And I recommend always putting pressure on your opponents in any situation, but specifically with classes with Fast Hands, Scavenger, and a lethal and tactical. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys have classes for me down in the comment section below. Sorry this video was a little bit small and rushed. I have 2 other videos I need to do, and I'm very overheated. It's terrible in my room, so I'd rather not sit here longer than I need to. I hope you guys can understand. You guys are really supportive of me even when I don't have the abilities to make the best content possible. So thank you guys so much, and if you guys did enjoy this video, leave a like. If you didn't enjoy the video, leave a dislike and then make a second account to dislike again. So that'll really send a message. Anyway, I will see you when I see you. And yeah, goodbye. Nope, there's nothing after the goodbye. Just silence. Move along.